Okay guys, so that video on the name tag, I told you I'd make that, and this is what we're going to do. Alright, so the very first thing guys is you have to go up to new. So you can't just start a part, you have to go to new first. And then you need to hit this drop down right here, and you need to choose metric. Okay, so now we are no longer in the English system, we are now in the metric system. And right here is your millimeter part file. Okay, so click on that and then hit create. And you'll know that you guys are there when you start creating your part. Now in the projects guys, this is the name tag, so this one doesn't really matter what project you're in. So if you're in the Automo blocks or if you're in the puzzle cube, birdhouse, it really don't matter. Okay, so then we're just going to hit start, XY plane, and we're going to go a rectangle. And that rectangle is going to be 72 by 24. Enter. Okay. Now normally you would finish your sketch and you would start to extrude, okay? But in a lot of other videos you'll see that people will add chamfers and fillets to the 3D modeled extrusion. But the best way to do that is to do it right on the sketch itself, okay? And so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to click chamfer, and we're going to do not to a distance, but we need 2 degree. Yep. So we're going to do 7 millimeters at a 45-degree angle, and then we're just going to click here and there, makes that chamfer, and then here, and it makes that chamfer. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and do the fillet on this back side ahead of time. Okay, and that fillet is 2 millimeters. Okay, I lied. It's 6 millimeters. Okay, click to put that one in, and then you can see how it's rounding out my edge when I click on this point right there, right? You guys see that? Click, and then that's rounded out. All right. Now I'm ready to extrude. We're going to extrude it just 2 millimeters and click OK. All right, so that's the start. Now we're going to go ahead and do a new sketch. We're going to project the geometry, so it's going to project this, and then we're going to do an offset. Okay, and I'm going to click this piece, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to offset that by 2 millimeters. There it is. Hit F9 to get all that away. And I'm going to finish that sketch. I'm going to extrude that. I'm going to zoom in so I just get that ring. You see how I have just that ring right there? Yep, click, extrude that to a distance of 1 millimeter. Okay, boom. All right, that's done. Now this is where it's going to get a little tricky, and this is where we're going to chamfer. That's why I chamfered some of these ahead of time. So we're going to do a chamfer. We're going to do a 45 at 0.6 distance. Then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to click on that face, and then you can see that I'm going to click on this ring. You see how this ring goes almost all the way around? It just doesn't come around here. See how the green that's highlighted? So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on the green on the outside. It does the same thing. And then unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to get it to go all the way around, but this works just as well. You just got to come and click on these 3 lines. I think what I got to do is I got to go in and close the loop. I didn't try it before the video, but I'm pretty sure if I just close the loop, it would allow it to go all the way around. Okay, click apply, and there we have a really nice chamfer around that. Okay, so now we're going to do another sketch. I'm going to use a point. I'm going to put it right about there, and then I'm going to dimension to that point. So from the front is 5 millimeters. Okay, and then from the top, and you got to make sure that you get this line, guys, this outside line. Don't get this line, this line. Okay, same with the front. Get this line, not that line. All right, this line in the back. There to there, and that's going to be 12. Enter. That's done. Finish that. Create a hole, And there it is, 6 millimeters. That's what I want for my hole, is 6 millimeters. Click OK, and that's done. Last but not least now is to put your text. All right. Now, guys, I'm not going to go through all the attributes of the text. Okay, you guys can do that. I did a new sketch. Click on the face where I want it. It's going to be right there. And then the text box will come up. And then you put what you want. Okay, it doesn't have to be your name. Even though it's a name tag, you can put whatever you want. Just make sure it's school appropriate, please. Okay, now if you guys want to put a design like a team's logo or something like that, you guys by all means you guys can do so. But I just want to make sure that you guys understand that that is your modeling. You are on your own on that piece. Okay, so this is what it'll look like. Okay, so I'm going to highlight my name. I'm going to increase my font size. All right, if you have a really long name, guys, it would be best if you have like a nickname and shorten it. That the more letters you have, the harder it is on the printer to print something that's really nice and neat and clean. Okay, so then I'm going to bold this. You guys can change the font if you want. I'm just using the default for the demonstration purposes, but you do need to change this. Okay, this is like the distance between the letters. Okay, it spreads it out, and this will allow the print to try to come out a little bit better. Okay. So you definitely want to spread that out. I'm going to click OK, and now you can see my name. Okay, there's my name. I'm going to slide that over a little bit more so I can see it. All right, and then the last step, guys, then is to click Finish, Emboss. I'm going to hit the house key so you guys can see this. Okay, click that, and I'm going to go inward with it, and I'm going to go to 0.8 millimeters and click OK. And now you can see that it embossed it on the inside there, okay? Guys, you can color it and do all that. That doesn't really matter. I mean, you can have it, but understand that if you want it printed, I can only print it in the colors that I have, okay? That's it, guys. That is a name tag. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, how you been? You got this. Got this.